Howdy folks, welcome to episode 14. Today we are going to do some more building on the base, and I think I'm going to try to get the living area set up, and maybe we'll do the defense areas too. So we'll see what we have time to get done today. So we'll get started on that. And let's see, we're going to start over here, and I need to set up a plane first of all, like that. Okay, so that's a symmetry plane, and we want to start at block 20 out from the center. So I'm going to start here, and we're going to go, and we need to put these like this. So basically we're going to make, for the most part, a circle. Let's see. I'm going to go one diagonal. So I need to get these laid down. There we go. 3. Come on. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to go. That was weird. Oh, did I put it that way? Okay. Sorry. I put it at the wrong spot. Okay, so yeah, basically we're just building a circle. And let's see. Can I sit that up there? Yeah. And we're going to get this laid out and then put the other stuff on top of it. So I'm going to go 2 and then a diagonal. And then 1 and a diagonal, right? 2 and a diagonal, and then a block and a wedge block. Let's see what we have here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do that. And then a straight block, a straight window again. Can you hear that little drone in the background? Okay, and I keep forgetting to go upwards with these because I'm going to have to make them, I want to make them 3 tall. But yeah, let's see. Come on, I don't think I have enough windows to actually do all of the thing though, so it's probably not gonna work out. I'm gonna have to go make more windows. Really wish this thing would go over there, point over there. There we go. Okay. So yeah, let's see. We'll get this. What was that? What was that? Hate when it does that. There we go. It's that delay. It's that delay they put in the that they put in when you go to build something. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there. Okay, and then this is gonna be 6 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then I'm going to do a flat, and they're going to start going this way. Why it keeps twitching like that today? Okay, and then we're going to do this corner. Apparently that's the same way. And I keep forgetting to go up with these. We'll go, there we go. Okay, and then we're going to do a corner here. And then 1 across. Is it 1 across? Yeah. No, 2 across. Come on. I don't know why I bother. Okay. And then 2 across, and then a diagonal. 1 more diagonal. Whoops. and then we're going to have 3 across. And then we're going to have a block here. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's half of it. We can get the other parts of this, and let me get this finished up, and I will be right back. Okay, folks, we're back. I've got the whole circle done, and up 3 levels, so we got that going for us. I had to throw in a couple constructors to make enough of the diagonal windows to finish up. And one more piece of advice here. I will show you. One more piece of advice that you might, or a tip that you might appreciate, is notice that these slats on the windows are not, they're, so they can go one way or the other. If you see here, if you look at the one that I'm moving around here, this one, the slats are 90 degrees from the other ones. So if I do that, now they'll be pointing at me. Let's see. Okay, see, now they're pointing that way, and now they're pointing the other way. So yeah, you want to pay attention to that when you're putting up windows. Not that I totally screwed that up and had to go back and undo a bunch of windows or anything. That's totally not what happened. But you know, I just don't want you guys to run into that problem, you know, even though I never had that happen to me, ever. So anyway, I'm gonna put the top on this. So I'll show you guys how I'm gonna do that. We're going to use these blocks on the corners, and so those will go on each of the corners. Whoops. And then we will put, we'll have to put some of those other, I don't remember what they're called, but the ones with the chopped off corner piece will go between these. So I'll show you that. And that's this piece, and I want it to rotate that way. So yeah, this piece is going to go in here on some of these corners where that meets, so that we can put ramps in this way. Let's see. There we go. So we can put ramps in like that. And so that's how that piece is going to go. Let's see, is that? Yeah. Okay, let me make sure I didn't screw that up, because for some reason that feels weird. Okay. Yeah, and I did screw that up. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to put those in, and I'm going to fill in the roof. And let me do that, and I will be back in a minute. Okay, folks, we are back, and I finished up the floor here. As you can see, this is basically going to be the living area. I'll probably put some decorative stuff over the top of it to make that tower more interesting. So let's take a look inside. As you can see, I added in some doorways, and I missed a couple blocks up there on the top. I need some ramp blocks up there, so why don't I just place those real quick here. Let's see, I have ramps here. Yep, those go there. Okay, so and I had to replace one of the landing gears on this thing because they get damaged, and they don't actually say in the screen, in this screen, they don't actually say that they're damaged. So, you know, they'll break off before ever showing that they're damaged or anything. So yeah, I added this little thing for the door just to make it look more interesting. And so yeah, the inside, it looks like a big warehouse right now, but we'll kind of divide this up into little areas and stuff, so we'll have different living quarters. And the frame rate is actually not horrible. I figured it would drop into like the 40s or 30s, but it's really staying pretty nice, as you can see in the upper right there. So yeah, anyway, that is the interior of this so far, and obviously I decorated the doors here on this side too. So yeah, we're gonna I think we have time, and we're gonna go put on the defense stuff. So actually, let me place the symmetry. That's totally not how I broke off the landing gear on this thing before. That's not at all what happened. Let's see. We'll place our symmetry plane here, and we'll go out to one of these. Let's see, I think we'll go out to this end. And I'll show you what this is going to look like. Let's see. Now I need to remember not to fall to my death here. Okay. So let's see. Actually, I do need this ship, don't I? Okay. I was thinking I was going to be able to do this from the end of the thing, but it's not really going to work that way. Okay. So let's see. This is going to be from... I need to put those blocks up there too, don't I? We will go here. And I'm still way out there, aren't I? Okay. Go up a little closer. Okay, we're going to put our blocks here so that we can come out from there, and we're going to go... Let's see, I need these up here because I like them. Let's see, we're going to go 3, and then we're going to go 1, and then we're going to put a spacer in there, and then we're going to go 2, and then let's see. There we go. Put spacers in here. And we're going to come out 2 more. And then we're going to put a spacer here. I'm going to come out 1. And another spacer, and we're going to come out 2. Not that way. I hate when it does that. Okay. I don't know why it decided to put the block there. But anyway, let's see. Let me break that before it gets in the way and confuses me. Whoa, I'm inside of the block. Okay, that was interesting. Always wondered what would happen with that. Okay. So we got 2, 1, 2, and then... Let's see, we're going to go... I really wish you could come out of the cockpit facing a specific direction instead of whichever direction you happen to have been facing when you went in. 1, 2, and 3, and I need to get rid of this block. Okay, so we have 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay, and then this one is actually going to go back this way. See, it's doing it again. It's doing it again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and that one goes in there. I really hate that giant delay between when you change blocks and when it actually changes them. Okay. And then we're going to go stay underneath this a little. We're going to come up a bunch of little 2s. Let's see how many, 2 of those. So not a bunch, just 2. And after those, we're going to do some 1s. 3 of those. 3 1s. And let's see. That's 3 1s. And then another 2. And then three more 1s. And it looks, for some reason, it looks like I'm going to be block short or something. I really hope not. I've had enough undoing for this lately. Nope, that's perfect. Okay. 3 1s and then a 2. Okay, and so I'm going to duplicate that on both sides and do that all the way around and fill it in, and we'll see what it looks like. It should look pretty cool. Look like either a drill bit or a fishtail or whatever, but and that'll be our defense platforms where we're going to put our turrets on the end. So I will finish those up and I'll be right back. Aha! I finally got you! Okay, folks, we're back, and wow, I wonder what the Z fighting is about. Something's not happy there. Okay, let's see what's going on up here. That's weird. So yeah, we've got these ends, and I actually ran out of iron. I've only got about 50 blocks left, or so. So I'm gonna have to go mine some more iron, but here's the end of the thing. I've got the 2 sides. I need to do the other 2 sides to complete it, but like I said, I'm out of iron, and we're also out of time. So we're gonna have to finish this or continue on this later. So join me for episode 15, and we'll try to get some stuff cleaned up and see what else we can do that might be interesting. So we'll see you next time. Laters.